So let's have a little chat with my friend William after all my impressions from driving this little beast, and see how can we compare my impressions with his. My God, he's gonna kill me. I'm sure they're gonna be quite similar. Here we come. Easy to park, that's for sure.
I can remove this lamp if you want.
That's too late. It's an artifact now. Right. The beast is back in your man's cave after my driving.
Yeah.
Facing the real beast, your baby, that's been sitting here. We don't know why for so long, but this is hopefully the next subject when it
We'll get on the road soon.
when it gets put on the road. Yeah, we have a lot of rain, so it's been perfect timing for me to bring this little guy back
Just in time.
just in time to bring it back, and then the hard rain started, and the last thing you want is to be in this car in that kind of weather. One hot summer day, I came out of the forest to find this on the road. Yes, this very same Cinquecento that you have seen in the part 1 that my friend William was able to put on the road. But I believe I have my emotions and impressions recorded on that camera, but what was what was your first drive in this car when you picked it up from the barn, or did you drive one of these before?
No, I never had the opportunity to drive one, and the first drive I had was with this car, and it was on a gravel road 3 kilometers down to our house.
Basically what I did
And
today.
and it wasn't much fun. The steering wheel was off, the brakes didn't work because they weren't bleeded. The engine wasn't running correct. It was not very good. But the basics were all there. So I just needed a little bit of tinkering, a few new parts.
Okay.
No drinking allowed on the channel.
No drinking allowed on the channel.
No,
this is the channel where you do whatever.
It's a channel about driving cars,
Well,
enjoying cars,
okay,
working on cars.
Okay. In
So
every single part of Grand Tour, they were talking about beer. They were drinking wine and all
At
that.
the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on suspension. It is very, very.
Nobody drives today.
No one drives today.
So,
That's true.
cheers for the good.
Cheers for not driving.
Cheers for the good job. It lifts up the car.
Lifts up the car, yeah. Of course, it should. It should be strong. I'm wondering how I can do this job. I'm always a little bit afraid of springs because suddenly
They spring.
they spring. Yeah. Can you close up on this? It says FIAT.
Wait.
So they could just have replaced this bolt for a generic bolt. Just kept it.
Wow.
Yeah, which is rather nice, don't you think? So this bolt is almost 60 years old. Hey, there's some corrosion here.
Some cleaning needs to be done.
Definitely. Let's get rid of all the 60-year-old gunk.
So this one
Maybe
goes there.
It should go there. Need some lube.
Elbow grease.
It's a little bit of lube. Not too bad at all.
That looks shiny.
What I have to do now is be careful. And then I took it for a test drive the other day.
Yep.
And it was still not a very great car to drive, to be honest.
But that's where we, I guess, gonna start the second part of this video and see how much fun can I have, I mean, in this. We have a wasp in there. Fantastic. Get out. Get out, I'm gonna drive it. Hey. Just like in the part one, we had the wasp in the garage. Okay, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Oh my God, that's fantastic. That's great. Oh my God, I feel so comfortable. Childhood memories instantly. It's like going to the Luna Park and getting in one of those kids' cars that had electric drive and were bumping into each other. This is what you don't want to do in this car, that's for sure. Okay, let's see the starting procedure. All right, choke. Maybe I don't need it. We are in neutral. This lever up. Yes. I feel the power.
But you have to consider what it is. It's just a basic means of transportation.
Absolutely.
It was on the
Absolutely.
gravel road again, so
Yes,
I don't know what it does on the autostrada, I don't know.
This is what I'm gonna bring up to kind of approve your point from the part one. This is the famous Italian magazine. It's called La Manovella. La Manovella literally means the crank handle, which you start the car with. So,
Okay.
and
Then
it's
the
all
others.
dedicated to classic cars and everything. And this is the issue from the August of 2021, where we can see this beautiful picture
Of the two Italian icons.
of the two Italian icons. Yes, the Vespa and the Cinquecento, which you said in the first part of the video. This is the upgrade to this. So
And what
to
will
get
be,
through that kind of weather, you need one of these, because you're gonna be just stoned on the Vespa.
I wonder what will be the upgrade from this.
The upgrade from this, well, Panda.
Probably the Panda, also an
Probably
Italian
the
icon.
Panda, an
Probably-
Italian
Probably
icon. Yeah,
the
but
third Italian icon. the
there
Panda.
is just a small article about these two icons and how they come into life, but with a lot of really nice Vespa commercials, which you can see on the screen, close up, and there is very cute advertisements of girls on the Vespa, and even the frame from the recent cartoon. I don't remember, it's Pixar or Disney, or now it's the same company, the Luca cartoon, and he's driving the Vespa with his girlfriend. So there's more on the Vespa, if you think, than there is
around for longer.
than there is on the Cinquecento. But you see the Vespa Abarth.
But this one was, the Vespa was 47? Something?
Yeah,
First one.
I believe.
This is 57.
La Nascita and 1943,
Okay, so they're over 10 years apart.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the first one
So,
would have been on sale during the war. So
Yeah.
probably after the war.
yeah. And next, the brown one.
No, it's not a Panda, it's a 1 to 6.
Ah, it's 1 to 6. Well,
1 to
okay,
6.
whatever. Yeah, it's 1 to 6, but it's not. It's kind of upgrade to this.
Yeah, but also the Panda. The first Panda got a 2-cylinder
And the
engine.
first Panda, yes.
I think 700 cc's or something, 650.
And so this article actually talks about una giornata mondiale per la Fiat 500, which is the World Day for this car, and a big gathering of, I believe, 3,400 people or cars in 22 countries. So it's not in Italy, it's like a world day that happens everywhere in the world, and it pulls up that many people who like it more than you.
I like it a lot, but for me it's not it should be a driver's car, which it isn't. But it's a very nice and interesting car to work on.
Well,
The design is brilliant, the parts are dirt cheap.
And apart from mechanical issues that you found when you first drove it, or the second drove it, or the third drove it, any like good emotions? Or I know you can barely fit, because I can barely fit in there, but anything that gets you in a cheerful
the engine's
mood?
got a very nice purr to it, and it's the purr you remember when you see old Cinquecentos going through the city centers of all the Italian towns. So.
It purrs like a kitten. But I think it's more fun on the go. Clutch seems to be just a bit sticky on this little guy, or I'm not used to it at the moment. Woohoo! This is absolutely my childhood driving memories, like I said, in the Luna Park, where I couldn't wait to get into one of these little cars. And start bumping around. You can hear the first gear. And in those little tiny electric cars, I could only wish to have a gear stick and a clutch instead of just gas and brake pedals, and take it off that pad on the street That's, I think, what I'm doing right now. I'm happy it's not electric though. Then another thing that everybody thinks, oh my god, as soon as I get into this car, I would want to take it on these Italian backside roads, blast along and have fun and breathe this fresh air in the hills, have the roof open, all this romantic stuff, you know. But I will tell you that the first thing that comes into my mind, it's not that actually. It's you would want to find your old flip phone, you know, and call your lawyer to find out when was the last time you updated your will. Marco? Ciao caro, buongiorno. Mamma mia, it's so tiny. And look at me. This is the whole car. Hey, is there anybody there? There is. And he's roaring. There's no fun in operating this gearbox whatsoever. But I'm sure it will be always nice to blast along these gravel famous Italian roads where there's no traffic, no people, barely any wildlife, which you can certainly scare with this mighty horn. Maybe zipping around little town, of course, in Centro Storico, in the historic center, in these tiny teeny streets. This tiny teeny car will be fantastic. And of course it's tiny, and of course it's cute, and of course people will give you all the thumbs up and give you lots of smiles, but it's hard to describe how little this car is for a 6'2" person, and how vulnerable you feel sitting, like bumping your shoulder on the door at every turn, at every little wiggle of this tiny body. And you're happy, yeah, you're happy because your beloved wife is next to you, your kids, I don't know how many you can fit back there, but they're also coming along. So you are going to the seashore, enjoying the drive, sticking out your head out to get some fresh air. It's just not a lot of it, must tell. At least until you get it up to speed, which you don't want to do. If anybody ever interested to get on a motorway, I'm not gonna be in this car, that's for sure.
So and I know it's a very special car, so I feel privileged to drive it. And this is a stunning version. It's in a version. It's in very good condition. I like the color. I like the interior color. It's beautiful. It's a car you can fall in love with. Keep it in your studio, in your design studio. Just keep it there.
Exactly, like a model car that
like
people put
it's
on
not
the
much bigger
desk.
than a model car. but,
Yeah.
but maybe not now. Maybe not in Italy. It's not serious transportation.
I had this feeling too. I have to admit that it's kind of a model car that I would want to keep inside if I would have had a big house or something,
Yeah.
you know, keep it there
Park it there.
in the corner. Maybe take it out once in a while to give it some run and, you know, go get some coffee in it in a local coffee shop.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, it puts a smile on your face, but driving it for long distances right now in the world we live in,
Not so much, yeah.
that's an adventure.
That's definitely an
That's
adventure.
definitely an adventure. So if you are adventurous enough, I think it would be good to take it up for, I don't know, 50 kilometer, 100 kilometer drive.
I think if it were my car, I would search a 126 gearbox.
A 126 gearbox
It's
would
a
be
full
nice
sing- full
because the
synchronized
gearbox,
it would make it so much more easy to drive.
the gearbox
For the rest, I
is
think it's
really
okay.
tricky.
The rest, I think it's okay.
Yeah,
Steering is light, the brakes are adequate for the speed it can reach. Steering is okay. Comfort is okay.
except for seats being non-recline
No,
in any direction.
no,
So
it's,
just you
it's,
can-
it's a nice compromise.
it's a
okay.
kitchen chair. You
It's a
can
kitchen
move
chair,
it
yeah.
closer or far, but
No, not far. You can move
This-
it closer, but not far enough.
yeah, from this position, no, only closer. But I'm saying that's essentially
That was
it's
a
a
tiny-
kitchen chair. It doesn't have a recliner for the backrest, so
No.
that's how you sit upright and then close to the windscreen.
It's nice. You open the top.
Yeah,
It makes you feel happy.
exactly. Makes
And
you
that-
feel
that's what
happy.
it's supposed to do now.
And that is what
2024.
motoring is supposed to be about.
Definitely.
It's supposed to make you happy, even for 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers to the coffee shop and back. It doesn't have to be a burden, because many people just, you have to take the drive, you know. Although having most comfortable cars in the world, they still complain
It's
that
just transportation.
yeah, there's a lot of driving to do. Come on, get in one of these, then you learn what the driving is.
I mean, for me, for sure, I was dreaming about driving this car, and now this dream has come true. And I can't say that I'm disappointed. I love it. I love it. But it's like a little toy that I would keep in my garage just to have some really, really old-fashioned motoring. 3 pedals, 3 switches, 1 gear lever. That's all you need. Apparently, that's all you've ever needed to get yourself moving in 1957.
It was enough in 1957 and
It's almost enough now.
it's almost enough. Yes, almost enough.
60 years on.
So we can agree on what? It's hard to part.
I think
With
it is
that-
hard to put. Yeah, it's true. When I first started, it was just I thought it's a business opportunity. Buy it on, make it nice, sell it on. But now I've worked on it for 40 hours or something, and it grown on me. That's why I'm still a little bit disappointed that it didn't drive any better than I was hoping.
Well,
I put so much love in it. The design is great. Everybody loves it. Let me feel a little bit of that. But unfortunately, not really. But it will be fun. Just going through the villages, well, like you say, have some coffee. But make that the experience, not the driving part, but just to be seen and to be smiled at, and let
Yeah.
people take pictures of you and wave at everybody.
and you take pictures of yourself
Yeah, why not?
in this
And
car.
that should be the part, but not the driving bit, because the driving bit will not excite you. It will maybe even scare you a bit.
But like we said in the first part, the ingenuity of this tiny package, which so many have tried to recreate and are still trying to recreate in the modern cars, it embraces you literally when you sit in this car. it just hugs you like this, like a little tiny teddy bear. Yes, let's cuddle and have some fun on these little tiny gravel roads. I want to go for a ride. Please take me. And I'm sorry for all these drooling emotions, but it's really what just floods into your blood as soon as you get behind the wheel of this little bastard. It's not important anymore, of course, and it's been said millions times before. It's not important how many horsepower it's got, because you never got out to, I never got out of the second gear anyways. and it doesn't matter how many people you can fit in here, as long as the most precious one is not completely he's not totally refusing get into this death trap with you, and that's all that matters. I mean, in these days, that's all that matters. Just get out, have this old-fashioned motoring rush in your veins, and put some crazy smile on your face, and wish to just be able to come back home safe and sound. And it's really fantastic to leave just with one important thought throughout your driving, you know. Not thinking about who's just texted me on the WhatsApp, or who's that calling me, or what's going on in the world. Who cares about it? My world is here. So, it puts you in a completely different mood, as you can see.
So, come to Italy, get yourself a Cinquecento. That's the end of it. Because even the people who love powerful car and driving experience, they can fall in love with this. So, you should. It's an icon.
At least once.
It is an icon.
Drive one. It's
yeah.
definitely an icon.
Yeah. All right. So let's close up with this, and let's hope this guy finds
Where's the
a
girl?
perfect home.
Where's the girl? I don't know.
Is it she or is it he? I don't know.
It's a little teddy bear, but I don't know.
Teddy bear is a girl. No.
Teddy bear's a girl. Okay. It's
Yeah, I
a
don't
little
know.
girl.
I
a
think
little
it's
girl,
a,
yeah.
it's a
I think it's a little girl.
it's a male. Like it roars.
Yeah, but it's a bambino.
Okay, it's a little bit.
I think it's a little
But
bit.
it's him. Let's agree on that.
Definitely.
All right. So that's it.
See you guys next time.
See you next time. Motoring is fun.